PSE to gamify stock trading for Filipino students. Ito na nga ba yung solusyon sa financial literacy ng Pilipinas pagdating sa participation in the stock market? Kasi sobrang baba ng Filipino investor na nag-iinvest sa Philippine stock market. And hindi nakakatulong yung current weakness niya ngayon na yung levels niya today is similar sa kanyang levels noong 2013. So, if you lack financial literacy, di ba? Sabihin mo, ba't ako mag-invest yan? 2013 to present, wala akong gains. Ba't ako magpa-participate sa stock market? But obviously, if you have financial literacy, if you have certain knowledge on the stock market, you can make money even on that kind of environment. Kasi again, the PSEI is just a benchmark, no? It's just a representation or the performance output of the 30 companies na nilalagay nila on that PSEI basket. So right now there are around 200 plus na listed companies. So ibig sabihin there's a lot of opportunities out there para i-outperform mo yung benchmark na yan. So for this video, magre-react ako on this article. But first, let's do some stock market update. So sobrang hina pa rin ng PSEI. Lumagapak na naman siya. Ayan. So it seems baka hindi pa talaga to tapos, no? Baka magtuloy-tuloy pa to eh. Diba? And all of these bad performance ng PSEI, nakapekto yan sa confidence ng mga newbies, ng mga new investor na ba't kami papasok dyan eh. Diba? Hindi mag-stagnant yung pera namin dyan, yung investment namin dyan. Na ginagawa naman ngayon tong parang subject topic, di ba, ng mga guru na ba't kayo maglo-long term investing? Dapat trading. Kasi pag trading, di ba, hindi mo kailangang mag-suffer ng ganyang performance flat. Kailangan mo bumili sa baba, magbenta sa tuktok, di ba? Gagawa tayo ng market timing. Ganon. So, ito yung performances ng iba't ibang indices. As you can see, grabe. All-time high. US market, all-time high. Visit na to, magbubull-run na siya, oh. International stock, papunta siya sa 30% year to date. Emerging market, papunta na siya, or na siya, 30% year to date. Southeast Asia, nasa pa rin, chill-chill lang, no? Almost 9%. World Index, 18.8%. PSEI, because of that weakness yesterday, negative 8% year to date. Very weak. So, ang daming blue chips ngayon yung hindi maganda yung performance, nagdadapaan. Na maybe at some point, maganda silang di ba, buying opportunity. And meanwhile, my personal dividend retirement portfolio is still holding up pretty well this year. 22.8% year to date, still massively outperforming PSEI. And if you want exclusive investing related contents, as well as my discussion of my personal dividend retirement portfolio, check the pinned comment. So, ang topic ko lang for today is ito. So, magre-react lang ako rito kasi ang kulang ngayon ng PSEI number 1 is local participation, no? Kasi pag dumami yung local participation, magiging liquid. Mas magiging liquid yung ating stock market, dadami yung volume. Tapos magkakaroon ng magandang price discovery, yung madaming diyan, no? Companies na kunyari undervalued, good fundamentals, ganyan, maganda yung quality, maganda yung long-term growth prospect niya. In fact, there's a data na parang last year ba yun? No? Parang 2% lang ata or less yung nagpa-participate na Pilipino diyan sa ating stock market. So ibig sabihin, para maging liquid yung ating stock market, para magkaroon siya ng maganda-gandang volume, kailangan mo pa ng foreign investor participation. With a lot of these bad headlines ngayon sa economic growth ng Pilipinas, corruption headline, so umaalis sila, mas lalong nagiging manipis yung volume ng stock market. Therefore, yung price discovery ng madaming companies, despite maganda yung performance nila, undervalued, ganyan, blah blah blah, doon lang sila, okay, chill lang, walang pumipitik, okay. Ngayon, eto na ba yung solusyon in the coming generations, yung mag-introduce ka ng gamify stock trading sa mga Filipino student? Na personally, hindi ko gusto yung term na gamification, blah blah blah. Unang na-introduce yan or una-una basa yan sa sa US market, 'di ba? Yung mga broker doon, madami doon mga broker nag-offer ng tawag nito. Nag-offer ng zero commission trading, 'di ba? Zero fee. You can trade all you want 24/7 on different market, and ang lagi nilang tagline is gamification of the stock market. Kumbaga hinaluan nila ng reward system yung pag-participate sa stock market, na para sa akin hindi siya okay, no? Para sa akin mas maraming negative kaysa benefit when you see gamification of the stock market. So here's one article about gamification of stock trading. Ayan, losers and winners. Na ito yung laman ng mga news doon, no? Ito yung laman ng mga data doon. Okay, ayan, ito yung abstract ng article. Gamification of stock trading is a novel practice in which brokers, di ba kasi sa Pilipinas mga bagong broker, ginagamit nila yung tagline na yan, gamification. Ayan, brokers embed game-like features into mobile trading app to increase client engagement, kasi nga ang mga broker mabubuhay yan on trading participants. Kapag madalas silang mag-trade ganyan, the more na nakaka-profit sila. Therefore, for them na magkaroon ng client engagement, edi bigyan mo ng gamification feature, parang gawin ng mga client mo is trade ng trade, di ba? So this study examines how the market responds to 142 gamification features introduced by 17 major US brokerage firms. And ang sabi rito ay gamification acts as a double-edged sword. Ibig sabihin may mga benefits siya, mayroon din siyang mga disadvantage. Na I think mas madaming disadvantage when you say the word gamification compared to advantage. So while yes, mag-increase yung retail trading activity, but simultaneously degrades retail trading performance, kasi sa stock market, the more you trade, the more na tumatalon-talon ka ng from one stock to another, the more na nagpa-participate ka on companies na laging pinipitik-pitik, di ba? On speculative stocks, the more na mas nagiging short term yung participation mo sa stock market, the more na ang nilalaro mo is what you call zero-sum game, no? For every amount of winners, there's an equivalent amount of losers. Well, actually, is madaming loser di ba? Di siya pwedeng maging balance kasi may fees in between di ba? May binabayaran kang fees. Well, I guess part na ng mga winners yung mga yung mga broker. Ayan. Okay, so harming retail investors, benefiting brokers, market makers, other traders, and ultimately improving overall market quality. Well, I'm not sure yung sinabi niya na ultimately improving overall. Siguro improving liquidity, yes. Pero syempre, hindi porket maganda yung liquidity ng stock market, di ba? Lahat magbe-benefit. Kung nag-provide ka ng liquidity doon sa tuktok on a certain trade, di ba? Kayo yung mape-penalize eventually. Once na nagbenta na yung mga nasa baba, karon yun. And ang magbe-benefit diyan syempre mga broker, 'di ba? Trade ng trade yung kanilang mga participant or kanilang mga client, and syempre the market makers. Yung certain study na nabasa ko dati that while yes, mag-offer ng zero commission trading yung mga broker, pero kumikita sila or a big part ng nilang kita manggagaling sa mga market maker na nagpo-provide ng mga order flow. Kasi these market makers, kumikita sila sa tinatawag na payment for order flow. Now, obviously, a lot of these retails hindi na alam yung concept ng payment for order flow. Kaya pag nakita nila, zero commission trading, di ba? Wala akong babayaran na fee. So, excited ka agad. Ngayon, balik ako rito. So, redact ako on this article. So, PSE to gamify stock trading for Filipino students. What's the best way to demystify the stock market for the next generation of Filipinos? Maybe gamification is the way to go. I doubt na yan yung yan yung magandang path forward. Maybe magkaroon siya ng little bit of benefit. I think the best way na ma-demystify yung stock market for the next generation of Filipinos is to create an example, di ba? Is to produce winners. Kasi if you produce winners in the stock market, magkukwento yan eh. Magkukwento yan, kunyari may mga gathering, mag-iinuman, magkukwentuhan yung mayan, magyayabang nila, I'm a winner in the stock market. Blah, blah, blah. And makapag-inspire sila ng other people na mag-invest din. Tulad nga ng kasabihan sa sport, di ba? Winning solves everything. Ganon din sa stock market. If you have a lot of winners in the stock market na nag-i-inspire, I think eventually you can demystify the stock market for the next generation. Magkaroon sila ng confidence na mag-invest in the Philippine stock market. Or I should say, mabigyan sila ng confidence na mag-invest sa Philippine stock market. So, PSE will launch next year a stock trading game. Ayan na, no? For college student na ito na yung isa sa mga dito, no? Isa sa mga magiging pangit na mechanics ng gamification natin. Kasi yung college student, yan bilang lang yung taon na magiging college student sila. Okay? And we're not even sure kung kailan nila introduce to. Sa first year ba na college student, second year, o yung mga pag-graduate na. We all know, di ba? PSE or investing in the stock market is a long-term game. Wala kang pakialam sa 1 year and 2 year performance. Ang importante is the long-term performance. The long-term historical performance, kasi pwede kang tumamba in 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. How about the next consecutive years na magpa-participate ka sa stock market? Kasi pag tinignan mo yung historical performance ng isang individual, let's say 10 years, 20 years, doon mo mapi-filter out kung sino yung mga nakakachamba tsaka kung sino yung mahindi. So, i-offer daw nila yung training program na yan sa De La Salle and Ateneo, mga premier schools in the Philippines, mahayayamanin. Siyempre, yung mga mahayayamanin na yan. Mayaman si Papa, yung mga may pang-invest. Yung may punan kagad eh. So, both schools are currently offering PSE, Certified Securities Specialist course. Participants in the stock trading game will be given virtual money to invest in stocks using actual market data according to Monson. Na itong ganito, pwede mo lang gawin to sa sarili mo eh. Diba? Pinagawa ng Excel mo yan, kunyari, ito yung virtual ko na capital, invest ko rito, blah blah blah. Kunyari, ginawan mo ng research and then ipa-follow mo yung na yon, yung investment mo na yon for the years to come kung nagmamaterialize ba. Madali siyang i-perform individually. However, pag virtual money kasi ang usapan, no, wala dyan yung or almost hindi mo mararamdaman dyan yung tinatawag na risk factor, di ba? Yung thrill and excitement, yung greed and fear ng market. Mahirapan kang ma-experience yan kasi nga virtual lang yung ginagamit mo eh. And dahil wala yung mga factors na yon, I don't think mapag-implement ka ng tawag nito, risk management na applicable real time in the real world. Possible pero mahirap. They will access the game through a website deployed by PSE Academy, blah blah blah. Every 3, 6, and 12 months, the PSE will reward the student with the highest portfolio. Ito na yung sinasabi ko, di ba? Every 3, 6, guys, itong klase ng time frame, wala to. Masyadong short term yan na time frame. Which is again, ito yung possible lang na mangyari kasi nga mga estudyante lang eh, di ba yung mapaparticipate. Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, pwede kang tsumamba for that 3, 6, 12, pero it doesn't really tell you the full story, ano yung magiging result ng overall investing journey mo. Instead, kapag ganito yung format, 3, 6, and 12, I think mas may encourage yung mga student dyan na trading yung gawin nila. Short-term market participation kasi nga, nandito lang naka-bracket yung ma-reward eh. Eventually, the game will be offered to Filipinos abroad. We want schools, OFWs to have the real-life experience of trading. Na ako, if you're an OFW, don't participate on short-term trading. Kasi ang hirap ng buhay sa di ba? Most OFWs mahirap buhay sa sa ibang bansa. Nag-iipon kayo diyan and I think better put your money on on the equities market with a long-term mindset in mind. Buy dividend-paying companies, undervalued with growth prospect, and don't forget to diversify your portfolio and if consistently kang naglalaglag ng pera diyan on that portfolio for long term, nang sa eventually lumaki ng lumaki yung nare-receive mo na dividend on that portfolio plus all of those potential capital appreciation, I think mas may chance ka na mag-retire as an OFW eventually. Okay? So, confidence. While analysts were initially optimistic, the current political environment has not been promising for the index. Monzon himself tells reporters that oddly very positive result from the government investigation into the anomalous flood control project could revive the market. Na yun din yung naisip ko pero I doubt I don't think magkaroon ng positive result dyan. So I think mag-continue yung weakness ng stock market hanggang sa hindi na umingay yung yung flood control na yan. Wala na siya gaano sa headline, naimasmasan na yung mga investor, mga foreign investor na naimasmasan na din. I think doon siguro na lang yung best chance na ma-revive yung potential optimism sa PSEI.